Hi everyone, Rista here with a little backburner public server gameplay commentary. First couple of little clips here I'm going to be doing on CP Foundry. I kept wanting to say Freight, but it's Foundry. Using the flare gun, the axe extinguisher, and my trusty backburner. Although lately I've actually been running all stock just for laughs, including the fire axe, just because it's been funny. Nice classic Pyro. But anyway, thought a couple of these clips were kind of interesting. I pegged the Pyro from a distance a couple of times. He kind of runs off, but he wasn't quick enough backing off, so I was able to just W-mouse one him. I rode the Heavy's minigun bullets away. I jumped and took the minigun bullets, so if you're being shot at by a Heavy actively, you kind of use the bullets to ride away sometimes. So the Heavy didn't really have that good of tracking skills, so I figure I could just kind of rush him. I could have flared him from a distance, but that would catch his attention. A lot of the times, I think one of the difference between... Oh, and hey, there's a soldier. Hi, soldier. I think one of the really important distinctions between a mediocre Pyro and a good one is a mediocre Pyro knows about things like puff and sting and things like that, and they always try them. Sometimes, oh, and here's a scout. I expect he's going to beeline for the health kit, so I made a prediction flare there. But sometimes it's just a lot more worthwhile to, as they say, W-mouse one. Sometimes using your flamethrower is the best option. And really what separates a decent Pyro from, an okay-ish one is knowing when it's actually makes most sense to use the flamethrower as opposed to your other weapons. So I had a medic here, and I'm sticking around him, picking up some ammo for a final push. Not feeling pressured at all, so missed the soldier, but he's not paying attention, so I backburn him. Could kill the scout, but I didn't know how many hit points he had, so I air blasted him away. This next clip from the next round, just a little short one, but I think it was kind of good. Almost get the flare, but scout finishes him before he lands on my flare. And that scout, I was like, yeah, you see me right there. I'm just like, what? Because he was like standing stock still, and then right as I'm going for the ammo and health, he runs over him. Like, oh, great. So anyway, I catch the scout. There's a sentry and I circle strafe it because I didn't even realize it was there. I should have, but I didn't. But I ended up taking the sentry, taking the sentry with me, so it was worth it. Anyway, this is a scorch shot clip. This is actually one of the first times I really actually sat down and tried using the scorch shot, and I have to admit it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. It's got its uses. It's so fun for just kind of, doing the mini rocket launcher thing, just spamming around the floor near people and hitting them. But there's actually been a couple of times where I've caught someone with a flare at about mid-range, bounced them up, and then extinguished them. And you're going to see another use for it later on in this round. As you see, I got Ubered. Everyone kind of just ran off into spawn. Nothing I could do. But yeah, you'll see another really pretty reasonable use for the scorch shot coming up later on in this gameplay. As you see, I'm just bouncing people around, just being annoying. What's a Pyro gonna do? I think I bounced the Heavy. Yeah, I bounced the Heavy back into the spawn like 3 times. He keeps trying to shoot me, and I just keep bouncing him around. And it's like, yeah, I probably could have killed him with the flare gun, but who cares? To be honest, if I would have used the flare gun, he probably would have just run off to the ammo locker anyway. But so I'm I'm actually out of scorch shot ammo entirely, and so we retreat and get some metal and all that stuff. The medic was getting health, and then we Uber in. And again, this is another time where I've seen pyros like, I'm looking at you, degreaser pyros, where they get Uber charged and then they try to puff and sting people, try to bounce them or do trick shots with their shot. No, just your Uber charge. You're invincible. That is the time to W mouse 1. So, I know it doesn't look good for the frag videos, but seriously, sometimes using the flamethrower isn't such a sin. Okay, after that public service announcement, handle the heavy like no one saw that coming. Medic's gone. I was actually kind of surprised by the sniper Uber charge. I think he actually gets Ubered twice during this round, but he goes Ubering in with the kukri. It actually kills my medic, but it's a pub. What are you gonna do? I was actually bluffing that soldier so bad. I had like no ammo and I had like 15 health, but I was like, you know what? He's gonna be air blast the huntsman arrow. But I'm like, oh, he is not. He's gonna buy it. He's not paying attention to my health. I see me there. Set me on fire. I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think both of these gameplay videos were on Jerma's server at a couple of different times. I'm pretty sure the Foundry one, I kept trying to call it Freight again. The Foundry one was on Jerma's, but I don't quite remember what this one was. I'm waiting for the opportunity. You could tell I'm waiting for that. It's like, yeah, I have the scorch shot. I'm going to try it. I am going to try it. So I'm getting a lot of Ubers, and that's because, I'm actually being pocketed by a loved one. And yeah, see, sometimes even I puff and sting during Uber, but, sometimes it's about knowing when to do it and when not to do it. That medic had a full Uber charge, so it was kind of worth me singling him out. So again, just kind of being the pocket pyro, and once again, like, sometimes it's not always about the strategy of the situation, but just kind of guessing based off of the enemy whether or not they're really going to be able to react to some of the strategies you do. And is this it? Yeah. No, not quite. A little spoiler for later on, but I do bounce the heavy and then air blast him off, which probably wouldn't have been able to do with the flare gun, but you never know. I'm not trying to sound like a walking advertisement. All I'm saying is the scorch shot isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, so take that for what you will. Neon Annihilator sucks though. Anyway, once again, just kind of scanning around. I know there's going to be a spy, so I'm sticking around here. There's not as much. Oh, here we go. My favorite part of the whole video, right there. Bye-bye, Heavy. And of course, I got Skype and my push to talk mixed up, and I'm like, I can't believe I did it, and I actually was using the push to talk, and someone's like, what'd you do? So I had to actually tell them. I usually have voice chat disabled, and apologies for not disabling it for this video, but anyway, that was the end of that life, and the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay commentary, and have a nice day.